To have a child, it's one of life's biggest decisions, made immeasurably more difficult if a parent is disabled. Lee Cowan introduces us to a woman who made that decision and came away doubly blessed.
Sisters can help you climb a tree.
Those are silly koalas.
Danny Izay and her husband Rudy insist there's nothing really extraordinary about how they're raising Lavinia and Georgiana. They're twin girls out here in rural Virginia.
Oh, a cake? A happy birthday cake?
Double the fun, always, means double the chaos.
I've had periods over the past 2.5 years where I've been very tired, just like any other new mom, you know?
Okay. We're just two normal people raising twins.
But alongside their parenting challenges
My hips are tight.
are their personal challenges. Danny's especially.
I'm a quadriplegic. I have paralysis in both my lower and upper limbs.
But thankfully, her paralysis isn't complete.
Hey, Rudy, can you help me real quick? My hands are paralyzed, so my fingers, I can't move them individually, and my triceps specifically are paralyzed in my arms. And then my core, my abdominals, and my back muscles are paralyzed. You want me to help?
No.
We adapt and do things probably different than other people do it. But Danny supports me and I support her. It's just different.
Here, scooch forward a bit. There can be people around who boots say it's not normal. There's a sock in there. And this is proof. Well, yeah, it is.
Did you always want to be a mom?
Yes. I had my injury almost 15 years ago. Initially, I was like, I still want this, but how?
Danny had always been easygoing and outgoing. She grew up outside Washington, D.C., went to college abroad in Rome. Adventure, it seems, was in her bones. But in 2009, when she was only 23, she slipped on a bathroom floor and snapped her neck, paralyzing almost everything from her chest down. The first 2 years, coping, were the hardest, she says, both physically and psychologically.
When you're always thinking of how you're gonna walk again, you're living your life waiting.
But there came a moment when her waiting stopped, and it was a moment straight out of Hollywood.
I can't be like this, Frankie.
One night in her acute rehab facility, the film $1 Million Baby happened to be playing. You might remember Hilary Swank plays a boxer who ends up a quadriplegic. So despondent over her situation, she asks her trainer, played by Clint Eastwood,
Please don't ask me.
to help take her own life.
I'm asking.
Is this what my life is supposed to be? Like, be so devastated that I go die? Shouldn't I try to get in a wheelchair? Shouldn't I try to live? Shouldn't I think about falling in love and getting married and having kids and pursuing a career?
What was the answer?
I think the answer was really adapting to my life with a disability and accepting that having a disability is not the end of the world.
That's a pretty big acceptance, though, isn't it?
Yes, but I'm tenacious.
That tenacity, in part, is perhaps what led her to putting herself out there on dating apps. That's where she met Rudy in 2016. Their first date?
Whiskey and ice cream.
Whiskey and ice cream?
Great date.
He was so easy to talk to. He didn't have any qualms about my disability, so that was nice for once, right?
You may kiss the bride.
Soon after their wedding, they sought out an OBGYN who confirmed what Danny already knew. Her paralysis didn't preclude her ability to have children.
I got pregnant right away.
It was Rudy who first realized that they were getting a lot more than they bargained for.
You were
And I was like, is there supposed to be two?
he said, why
Why are
is
there
there?
two?
And I was like, two what?
Then the lady was like, you didn't know? We were like, no, we didn't know.
Both babies have normal heart rates. Both babies have normal fluid, and there's no evidence of any trouble with them getting along in there.
A friend of hers, who was also a filmmaker, suggested Danny and Rudy make a documentary, film their entire wonderful adventure, and put it out there for all to see.
It's almost the ultimate clickbait, right? Quadriplegic woman gives birth to twins during the pandemic.
I'm having strong, regular contractions.
The result? Danny's Twins, a documentary that continues to be a fan favorite at film festivals.
I just don't feel comfortable videoing myself. I wanted to
Filming was
just come here and
awkward at first,
say,
but as Danny became more confident on camera, she became more confident about her message, too.
Society doesn't think we're capable of being good parents. It's prejudice, pure and simple.
Although more than 300,000 people are living with a traumatic spinal cord injury in this country, most of them are men. There aren't even numbers on how many moms are living with paralysis, let alone those who have twins.
I've had many friends who are also quadriplegic women who are told that they should have their tubes tied.
Based on what?
I don't know, stigma.
When Danny began posting about her pregnancy, most were supportive, but there were plenty of internet trolls, too.
There are some pretty nasty comments saying that I'm selfish, that I shouldn't be having children. How can I take care of children when I can't take care of myself? And I'm like, I'm taking care of myself.
And she took care of her babies.
oh, so happy.
In April of 2020,
I don't know how to explain it.
6 weeks early, Lavinia and Georgiana finally arrived.
To have my body do something right, it was just very empowering. I was like, wow, I'm in a quote unquote broken body, but it's not broken. It is strong. It made me feel powerful as a woman. Look, I got it. Yeah! Say good job, Mama.
Good job, Mama.
But it was also pretty humbling. Multiple feedings, diaper changes.
This takes so much patience, I swear.
But she and Rudy are a well-oiled team.
Typical day with twins, eating, sleeping, nursing, pumping. It's exhausting.
And she does all of this while working a full-time job. She just got her own company off the ground, Access Social, a digital marketing firm that connects businesses with the disability community.
Let's see.
What little time is left in her schedule, she devotes to a private Facebook support group she started called Quad Squad. With 400 members, many of them moms, they understand each other in perhaps ways others can't.
We share pictures with each other, we get our questions answered, share our experiences.
Okay, I'm gonna go. You better keep up.
Lavinia and Georgiana, now 3, have unwittingly proven Danny's critics all wrong. She's thriving, and so are they. There are dictionaries full of tempting superlatives you could use to describe this family of 4, but there's one in particular that Danny would ask you not to use. Inspiring.
I think it's wonderful that people feel inspired, and I'm inspired by other of my friends with disabilities as well. But I don't want to go to the grocery store and have somebody come up to me and say, randomly, "You're so inspiring." Why? Because I'm at the grocery store? I want to be seen as normal. I want to be seen on the same level as everybody else. I don't need to be inspiring.
Come on this way.
Come on, Gigi.
She's a wife and a mom who may have lost what so many of us take for granted. But these days, she says, she's never felt more whole.
It feels like I got a gift.
2 of them.
2, yeah.